Alright guys, as promised, this is part 2 to the first video. I did promise to take you out back, and I gotta tell you, it's been snowing, it gets dark really fast here. I mean, I'm talking like 4:30, it's dark. And so, you know what? I think we're gonna have to wait till a better day to show you out back. Maybe even spring. That's where all the Porsches are hiding. So we'll have to play that one by ear, but the reason why this looks so clean is because I did pressure wash it in here. So remember when I was telling you that I dropped it too low and that's why the brake drum kept popping off? Case in point, this time it popped right off, and it's gonna stay there till in a couple days where it's supposed to be like near 40 Fahrenheit. But I do want to show you, remember when I said I'll tell you about that soon? The Suzuki Bergman 650. This is a 2004. And it was laid down by the previous owner. And the guy is actually really lucky to be alive. He's my neighbor, a really good friend of mine. Really good guy. And the bike itself really came out fairly well. It didn't suffer too bad here. So the pipe took a lot of the brunt here, but the floorboards did too, especially right here, the main floorboard for the driver. And underneath here is, you know, solid, so it's not like you can just pop it out and down and all that stuff. And unfortunately, what I've found is these parts are very hard to come by. I might have steered clear of this project if I've known that, but probably not. I have a tendency to take on these challenges. Oops, stepping on my airline here. And yeah, so if you look on the bottom here, this whole piece here, if I wanted to fix this piece here, when I say fix, I should say if I want to replace this piece of cowling, this is all one piece. So the piece wraps all the way around and then replaces the whole other side, and that's quite a big piece. So I guess these bikes are made in Germany, even though they're Suzuki. I found this fairing, but it's like you know, 400, and then the shipping is crazy because it's a bulky piece for shipping. So headlights made it, they didn't get hurt. These made it, or excuse me, didn't make it. The other side did. The damage is on the right side here. I found a pair of these lenses for a total is gonna be like 75 with shipping. It's just crazy money for these. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to fix this or sell it as is. Windshield obviously is broken. That's outside. I'll show that to you. The windshield's going to run about 160. Again, they do not give away parts on this bike. You might be saying, "Oh, it's a scooter." No, this is a motorcycle. This thing is fast, and it's pretty much a joy to ride. I did ride this a couple of years ago when he bought it, and the thing, man, it's fast. It flew, and it's heavy. I live out here in the country, and he lives a couple houses down, and by the time I got it to my driveway, which has a little incline in it, I couldn't push it any farther. I do have a back problem, but still, I was so winded, I just couldn't push it anymore. It hasn't been run in a year since his accident, and so I put the jump box on it, and because it is a throttle body, fuel injected, it started right up. So thankfully I was able to ride it right up into the garage here. So yeah, that helped. But he put these aftermarket speakers on, which I think they're going to come off. I do not. I'll probably paint them black is what I'll do, because I don't like the chrome on there. And then inside here he's got like this little radio in there. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to pop that open, but that's the history of the Suzuki Bergman. So I'm gonna try and figure out a way to fix this and just deal with it like that and compromise that way. Hopefully whoever ends up with it, you know, me, or if I keep it for a few months, ride it, and then sell it, we'll be able to deal with what it looks like. So that's the story here. Alright, back to the Dakota. As far as that goes, let me tell you too, by the way, how I ended up cleaning this carpet. And I know you're saying it's not clean. You're right, it's really not clean. But it smells great in here. It smells really good. I used engine degreaser, like 4 cans of engine degreaser. I know, I did. But here's the transmission. This is the new used transmission for it. I can't remember the numbers of it off the top of my head, but this came out of Off-Road Dakota. She has been the donor, like I said, the truck the gift that kept on giving, and the transfer case is over there. And so if you need a transfer case, let me know. And there's Bergman. There's the Bergman. Which makes sense, by the way. Bergman is a German word, so it makes sense that they're German. So let's we'll head out of the garage here. We'll head outside. There's some remnants of snow. Off-Road Dakota. That's when I was into Camaros big time. I still like Camaros, I just don't have any. All right, let's go over here. My poor four-wheeler's been sitting out. Here is the Bergman windshield. This piece too, by the way, this sandwiches the windshield onto the machine itself. That thing is like 150 bucks. Used. Yeah, here's the windshield. No saving that one. This is one of those GVs, those Italian shields. So all the parts from this bike, there's nothing like readily available here in the States. A lot of the parts I've found have been Spain. A lot of stuff in Spain that I'd have to get it from. So I'll just take you a quick look out in the back here. There's my Caravan. Let's take a look at my Caravan that just decided to stop working one day. These are known for ignition problem where they just stop running. They decide to just not run anymore. The plan was to take it to the dealership for a recall, and I don't know if I'm going to bother with it. It's an 08. My wife, this is hers. She loves this thing. I was never really a big fan of it. I like the older ones, actually. And it's a New York car, as you can see right there. Right there. And so on. I mean, but it was nice. It was a beast in the snow with these snow tires. Practically brand new snow tires on there. Practically new brakes, and then it decided to not run anymore. I bought this trailer brand new, probably 15 years ago. Look at it. So if you're deciding, I think I'd really like to move to New York, don't do it. Simple as that. There's some things in there that I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you now, but we'll wait till spring for that. There's my conversion van. I got to get that up off the ground, but that is going on another Dakota that I have in this shed where my 944 Turbo and my other Dodge Dakota is. I know, I'll show you next time. I know. That's for sale. Let's go over here and then I'll end this video because I'm going in. Sick of being cold already. It's only the middle of November here. What is it, the 16th or something, maybe? I'll give you a quick history. Oh, I know. I remember I told you I was gonna show you the plow. This is called a Homesteader by Fisher. This is a great little setup for the smaller trucks, so you don't collapse your suspension, or you don't need to do any modifications on the front of your suspension. Check out what they use for the springs. Like, this reminds me of those Roboflex or whatever the heck, you know what I'm talking about. Rubber, these big rubber bands. And these are like about $110 a piece just for one of those. So, if you got any laying around in your garage, eBay them. But the only thing that's wrong with this, it has a bend in that pole, and it's, it has a bend in that pole, and it's easily replaceable. It just bolts on. And you could use anything. You don't have to buy from them. But it's in fantastic shape. It's all hydraulic, driven by an electric pump over the top. All the glass is in good shape, and the blade is mint. It's just dirty. If you're looking at it thinking that's rust, it's actually not rust. That's just leaves. And this blade can't rust because this is a nylon sheet, actually. It's a thick nylon. I'd say it's about like 1/8 of an inch thick. Here, I'll show you. You can see from the side here. See that? So yeah, this is great for homeowners. This wouldn't be for commercial use, but homeowner use. So it's good. So when people like call you up and say, "Hey, can you plow me out?" You can go, "No, man, this thing is not." It's a good way out. But here's my Formula STX. It's a 583. Great sleds. They're just wicked heavy. This sled is so heavy. Back-breaking. This sled is pretty mint. I know it's dirty. You guys are probably not impressed, but it's only got like 1,744 miles on it. Runs like a champ. My buddy swapped out this. I got it from a friend of mine. Efren Slade, actually, and he swapped out the skis, the metal skis for these plastic ones, and it really improved the steering and the flotation on the front. And then this is my 440. Do you have a 440 engine that you will donate to the channel? That'd be great. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll chip in the shipping. That'd be great. Thanks. Actually, I have a rebuild kit for this. What had happened was my buddy, not on this sled, but on his 700, what does he have, a 700 Arctic Cat? He flew by me on his sled, so I got mad and I flew by him on my 440, and you're probably doing like 100 miles an hour. I had this wide open for about 30 seconds at 100, and yeah, I know what you're saying. So the engine blew up on me, and long story short, it needs an engine. I have a rebuild kit, and I've got the kit and everything. I just have not gotten around to opening it up, because I do know that when I open it up, I know what's going to happen. It's going to need a set of jugs, so that's the story. So that's it, guys. So one thing you can hear, like that's a chipmunk. Probably mad that I'm over here. You know, it was over here earlier today. He just flew that way. There was like 6 or 7 or 8 blue jays, and they were going nuts because I was over here. They were screaming. They just were not happy that I was over this way, but yeah, it's actually starting to sleet. I'm out here in a puny jacket right now, so I probably should get in the house. But thanks, guys. I hope you see what I'm going through and why I can't get this 2-video thing going. I that's the plan. But now hopefully, things are slowing down a little bit. The plan is for the truck that's in the garage with the plow. Next step is to get it out of there. I cannot do the transmission with my back the way it is. I just can't do it. It's a miracle I was even able to do the stuff that I've been doing. Just easy go, easy does it is what I've been doing. But so I'll keep you informed on that and throw it on the trailer and get it to the shop. So thanks again for tuning in and watching the follow-up video, and we'll get back on track and do some more videos. I got some cool stuff coming up. Well, I always do, but just you guys gotta watch, okay? And I appreciate you sticking around and watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.